Hello everyone. This is going to be a quick video about how to install vehicles using Vehicle Framework. So you can see I've already got Subnautica installed and booted up here, and I just want to show you in the options menu right now. There's nothing right here, but in a moment we're going to hope to see a mods tab right there. We'll come back to that. So for now I'm going to exit out, and I have already Nexus Mods open here. Here's Vehicle Framework, so I know I'm going to want that. I'm going to scroll down on this first page and I can see the requirements. So I'm going to open up a new tab for each of these and we'll start from there. So we'll start with the BepInEx pack. And I've already downloaded all these, so I'm not going to do that, but here's the BepInEx pack. It doesn't need anything. I've already downloaded it. Here's Nautilus again. I've downloaded that. And finally, Configuration Manager. So in order to install these, you're going to need to find the Subnautica game files. The easiest way to do that is to go into Steam, right-click on Subnautica, browse local files. That will open up a window to the right place like this. So here's that full path: Steam, Steam Apps, Commons, Subnautica. I have a whole lot of error files and things in my directory because I've been modding, but yours will look a little bit more sparse than this. So let me put that right there, and then let me go to where I downloaded those mods. Here they are. Let me squish that down a little bit. Anyways. So let's start with the BepInEx pack, because that one is installed a little bit differently compared to all the others. So I'm going to extract that and I'm going to open it up, and you can see a whole bunch of files here. All of these I'm just going to move right here into the base folder. So since I already have it installed, actually, I'm just going to say, yeah, go ahead, replace. But I think it will say replace anyway, and you do want to replace. And you'll do the same thing every time you updated it. I just updated it right now. So, take me back. I'm going to double click into Nautilus. And I'm going to open up into BepInEx here. All other mods are going to be installed into BepInEx plugins, just like this. So here's that path. And I'm going to open up plugins, and I should see Nautilus. I'm just going to drag Nautilus right into there. Then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to do the same thing for the Configuration Manager. Drag both of these files right into here. Okay. So at this point, I could right away install Vehicle Framework in Odyssey because I already have them installed, but I want to show you. If you go to Vehicle Framework, you do manual install, you have two options. So there's stable and legacy. And I just want to show you what those mean. So stable means the most current up-to-date version of Subnautica. And legacy is an older version. So if I were to go in here to Subnautica, again, right-click, and I go Properties, and then I go Betas, I can opt into an older version of the game. That's not what I'm going to show you today. That's not what this video is about. So let me go back here. Whoops. So I'm going to choose the stable version here. And on Odyssey, I have the option as well. I'm going to choose the stable version. So let me show you once more these plugins. So for Vehicle Framework, I will simply move that file here, and that will take a moment, and I'll do the same thing for the Odyssey, and then we'll be able to boot up the game and check that everything worked. So this is taking a bit longer from the other ones because Vehicle Framework comes with a number of images and audio files, autopilot voices and things like that. And Odyssey, I can extract. And you see, sometimes I double click into it and sometimes I extract it. It all works out the same way. So there's Odyssey. Go ahead and move that into there. Okay, so that's everything installed. I've got Odyssey, Vehicle Framework, Nautilus, the Configuration Manager. So I should be able now to go into Steam and open up Subnautica. And there are a few things that we need to see to make sure everything installed correctly and is working. So we just gotta wait a minute for Subnautica to come up. Okay. Here it is. And then, first of all, let's go into options and verify that this mods tab showed up. This mods tab is our easiest way of knowing that Nautilus was installed correctly. If the mods tab does not show up, Nautilus did not install correctly and vehicle framework will not work. Something else you should know about Nautilus is that Nautilus requires you to have, an official version of the game. You can't use a cracked or pirated version. Nautilus will simply refuse to work. So you need a version of Subnautica from, I think, Steam, or from the Windows Store, or there's a few options, but you have to have, so to speak, a legit version of the game. So this is how we can see that Nautilus worked. And now I can hit F5. That's the default button for the configuration manager. I can already see vehicle framework there. That's a great sign. That's how we know vehicle framework seems to have come up. And down here at the bottom, I can see some Odyssey specific options. That's how I know Odyssey installed correctly. So I could change its autopilot voice. I could change the volume of the voice or the volume of the engine sounds. But I'm not going to worry about all that for now. I would just like to really quick verify doubly so that everything was installed correctly. And to do so, I'm just going to go build one of the vehicles. So I'm going to wait for this to load in. I'm going to skip past the intro scene. And I'm going to do a little cheat. I'm going to say warp forward 400, put me out into open water. I'm going to do item constructor, and that will give me a mobile vehicle bay. So I'll climb up onto that, and I'm going to do one more cheat, which is no cost. That will make it so that I can sort of build the Odyssey for free. Okay, so there it's going. And that looked all okay. It appeared in the menu and everything. I can also just do spawn Odyssey, and that will make one just like that. And there's the other one. So that's how I know everything worked out okay. Other vehicles you will install the exact same way. There are also upgrade modules, and you'll install those the same way as well. Okay. Hope this tutorial made good sense and you can follow it easily. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Until then, happy modding.